Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Sam. I'm a professional hairstylist, and in today's video I wanted to share some tips with you on how you can make your hair color last as long as possible, and I'm going to share with you my hair care routine now that my hair is blonde, what kind of products I use on it, what I do on a regular basis to not only maintain my color, but the health of my hair as well. If this is the first video of mine that you're watching and you like hair related videos, you like to see hair tutorials, hair tips, just to see what my life is like as a hairstylist, then make sure you subscribe to my channel. So my first tip for maintaining your hair color, number one, is don't wash your hair every single day. If you have natural virgin hair and you don't color it at all, then go ahead and wash it as often as you want. But if you have artificial color in your hair, the more frequently you wash your hair, the more that color is going to fade and wash out. So if you want your color to last longer, try cutting back to washing it like every other day at the absolute most. If you can, I would suggest just washing it like 1 or 2 times a week. You can use dry shampoo in between to kind of like help combat any oiliness. A little trick is use the dry shampoo on day 1, clean, freshly styled hair. It will work proactively and kind of prevent your hair from getting greasy as quickly, and it'll just look a lot nicer and hold better than if you wait for it to get oily and then use the dry shampoo. I feel like at that point, it still just like feels kind of gross and it just doesn't look as nice. But I promise you, if you apply it ahead of time on clean hair before it gets the chance to get oily, it will make a huge difference, so try that out. The next tip for making your color last longer is to not wash your hair in super hot water. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to wash it in freezing cold ice water either. Try to keep the temperature more like lukewarm. The hotter the water is, it's just gonna open up that hair cuticle and that color is just gonna wash right out. And if you're paying like a few $100s to get your hair colored, you don't wanna just see all that money you spent washing right down the drain. If you're someone who absolutely has to take a super hot steaming shower, that's totally fine. Just maybe wash your hair separately then if you need to. My next tip is to make sure that you are using a color safe shampoo and conditioner. Like I said, if you're going into the salon and you're paying a few $100s to get your color done, you don't want to go to the drugstore and use a $5 shampoo on your hair. So make sure the shampoo and conditioner you're getting are preferably salon quality, and definitely make sure that they say color safe. And then my last 2 tips have to do with applying heat to your hair. The more you can limit the amount of heat that you're applying to your hair, like blow drying it, flat ironing it, curling it, etc., the better. But if you're someone like me, I heat style my hair all the time, then you want to make sure that you are always using a heat protectant or thermal protecting spray before applying any heat to it. And not only that, but you want to make sure that the heat protection you're using is actually working. So I remember back in high school, long before I went to beauty school, I always used to use that really cheap Tresemme one, like the OG one that came in the black bottle with the red nozzle. Always used that and thought, oh, I'm being really good at using a heat protectant. Come to find out, once I gained a little more knowledge, I realized that it wasn't actually doing anything to my hair. So a little way to test if the heat protectant you're using is actually working is to spray some somewhere on your skin, like on the back of your hands or your wrist, and then point your blow dryer at it. You should feel the spot that you sprayed isn't getting hot, and if anything, it might even have a cooling sensation, whereas the rest of the skin around where you sprayed is getting really hot. If not, if it's all feeling the same and it's all getting really hot, then that means your heat protectant isn't actually protecting your hair. So not only is a heat protectant going to actually protect your hair from getting damaged from the heat, but it's also going to help protect your color as well. When you apply heat to your hair, it's kind of the same concept as washing it in super hot water. You're just opening up that cuticle and that color is just going to come right out. To go along with that, when you are applying heat to your hair, you want to make sure that your hot tool is not turned up all the way. I suggest keeping the temperature closer to like 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You don't want to go higher than 400. That is like way too much. Not only is it going to cause damage to your hair, especially if you're doing that consistently, but it will fade your color quicker. So that's just kind of the rule of thumb when it comes to color and like little simple ways that you can make your color last longer. Now I'm going to share with you guys my specific hair care routine and the products that I use on my hair. So as far as shampooing and conditioning my hair goes, like I said, you don't want to be washing your hair all the time. So I wash mine about 2 times a week. My main shampoo and conditioner that I have been using for a while now is the Olaplex No. 4 shampoo and No. 5 conditioner. So the Olaplex system, if you are unfamiliar with it, It's a bond building system. So they actually have the in-salon treatment that you can apply into your lightener and hair color, or you can do it as a standalone treatment at the salon. Then they also have the at-home treatment, which I also have, I'll get to that. And then they have the shampoo and conditioner. So what the system does is when your hair is getting damaged from heat, lightening it, applying color, etc., the bonds in your hair that like make up the structure of your hair strand that keep it all intact and strong will start to break down. So Olaplex goes back in there and it just repairs and re-strengthens those bonds so that your hair stays strong and healthy. And that's what I always use in my hair. Anytime I lighten my hair or do any color to it, I always use Olaplex. And so the shampoo and conditioner just kind of helps maintain everything. It keeps my hair feeling nice and strong and healthy, and it makes it so nice and soft and smooth. Then every so often, I would say maybe once every other week, so like every third or fourth shampoo, I will use a clarifying shampoo. So this is the Paul Mitchell Shampoo 3 clarifying shampoo. If you have artificial color in your hair, it will make your color fade if you're using it all the time. So if you color your hair darker, or you have a fashion color like red, blue, pink, something like that, I wouldn't suggest using a clarifying shampoo, but if you are a blondie like me, you definitely need a clarifying shampoo. So what this is gonna do is remove any kind of buildup that's in your hair. Especially if you have hard well water, there can be a lot of mineral buildup in your hair, and it's gonna start to make your color look a little bit dingy over time. Your blonde is not gonna look as bright. So I like to use this to remove any kind of mineral buildup, and also it gets my hair nice and squeaky clean so that then it can absorb the next product. So the next thing is my toning conditioner. So this is the purple toning conditioner from Overtone. We had worked together a few months ago, and so they sent me all of their toning conditioners. And I'm not sponsored now. I really love this stuff, and I truly use it all the time in my hair. Like, this is legitimately a staple in my hair care routine. But I'm pretty sure right now they're out of stock in all of these. So any kind of purple conditioner, purple hair mask, purple shampoo even will work. Some I do find are a little bit stronger and work better than others. This one I feel is really strong and works really well. And the reason that I like to use this is because it is really strong, like it tones really, really well, but because it's a conditioner, it's not drying my hair out at all, and it still leaves my hair feeling nice and soft. Whereas like a purple shampoo, sometimes they're really acidic, so they can leave your hair feeling a little bit dried out, especially if you use it too often. I just apply this all over wet hair in the shower. I leave it on for a few minutes. What I like to do is wash my hair when I first get in the shower, so that way while I'm washing my body and shaving and all that kind of stuff, the conditioner has a few minutes to sit on my hair. So yeah, I'll do that for a few minutes every other week. Then when I get out of the shower, like I said, I'm pretty much always heat style my hair. If I'm applying heat, of course I'm going to use a heat protectant. The one that I've been using lately is the Prep Rally spray from Dry Bar. I got this as a gift from someone, and I do really like it. It works really well. It's a prime and prep detangler as well as a heat protectant. It protects up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. And this I believe you can get from Sephora. My favorite go-to heat protectant though that I always repurchase and that I've been using for years, like since I started beauty school, is the Wella Thermal Image. I love that spray so much. I love the smell of it. It's just, I love it. You can get that at Ulta. Then as far as the brush that I use, this is actually really important. So this brush in particular has some hair in it, so excuse that. This is from Fraymar. I get it from Cosmoprof, which is a professional only beauty supply store. I'm sure you could probably purchase these online. I don't know the exact name of this type of brush. Can't think of it off the top of my head. It's the same idea as like a wet brush, a tangle teaser. It just has these really flexible bristles. And I have a bunch of different brushes. I have wet brushes, I have tangle teasers. This just happens to be the one that I grabbed out of my bedroom. But as long as it has like really flexible, bendable bristles, the whole concept of this and why this is better for your hair, especially if it's color treated and bleached especially, is that when you're brushing through your hair, the bristles will kind of move and flex with any knots that you have in your hair, as opposed to a regular brush that has really stiff bristles that will create a lot of tension and just rip right through that knot and can create breakage. This isn't going to create breakage. It's going to be a lot more gentle on your hair. If you're not already using a brush like this, definitely get yourself one. And then lastly, what I like to do every so often is the Olaplex number 3 at-home treatment. So what I'll do is, before I'm going to wash my hair, I will get it wet, apply this treatment all over, comb it through, and then let it sit. It has to stay on for a minimum of 10 minutes. You can leave it overnight if you want to. Sometimes I will. It really depends on like how much time I have. Like I talked about, this helps to repair the bonds in your hair. I would say I do this on my hair probably like once a month or so. So that's gonna be it for this video. Those are all of my tips for maintaining your hair color and everything that I use on my hair. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel a lot with YouTube's algorithm, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.